Big squads. 10-17. Oops, sorry. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Not That Complicated. It's Tasia,
Jametra,
and Morgan.
Hey.
And we back. You guys, it's almost Thanksgiving. My favorite holiday besides my birthday. And I'm so excited. I can't wait. Anybody else?
I'm more excited for the event with my friends than like my actual family Thanksgiving because my family's pretty small. I'm the baby of the family. So I really just get my food and come back to my house. So
He ain't shit.
What the hell?
Because everyone comes to my grandma's house, and my grandma's house is literally around the corner. So I get my few plates and come right back around.
You can't even eat with them?
Damn. She ain't shit.
Maybe now I'm more open to it, but like definitely like when I was in high school, it was just like, no, I'll see y'all later. See y'all at Christmas.
Okay, she's going to jail.
It's the same
what
people
about
I
you,
see all the
Jametra?
time, like with the exception of like 4 people. So I see y'all all the time. It's okay.
It's a damn shame.
Right.
Are you excited, Jametra?
Not that excited. But not that's because Thanksgiving is not my favorite holiday. You know, there's nothing.
What's your favorite holiday?
Christmas for me.
Yeah, I don't really care about Christmas Eve.
I knew that was gonna be Morgan's.
Yeah.
A blind man could see that one. Yeah, I don't know why. Like, actually, I do know why. It's the food. It's the food, most definitely. I don't. Honestly, I always forget that Thanksgiving it was rooted in Christopher Columbus. Like when people be talking about fuck Thanksgiving, I'd be like, wait a minute. What did the candy yams and collard greens?
It's just Thanksgiving with gifts. Honestly, it'd be
but Thanksgiving comes first, so it's like the first round of food. Sometimes people switch it up for Christmas, and my little brother, he really trying to force us to do some white people shit. He's like, can we switch it up for Thanksgiving? I'm like, absolutely not.
No,
absolutely no. We don't know.
Even
but
I
we
feel
made
like
him
that,
do
I
breakfast.
2 things every year: macaroni and cheese and ham.
Yeah, no, I eat way more than that. I eat everything.
Are you? I'm just saying, like, I agree with you, even though I only eat 2 things.
Okay.
Yes. I still stand by it should be more traditional.
Traditional, yeah. Like it's weird when one time when I used to work at Claire's in high school, I went with my boss and her family. They had like a Thanksgiving situation, like maybe a couple days before Thanksgiving. And it's very interesting to see how other people do Thanksgiving. They were Black too. And so I was like, okay, I thought all Black people, Thanksgiving the same.
No.
No. They had nice little place settings. They had the tables, the foldable tables. They had the tablescapes. They had sweet potato souffle, and I was like, no, I need the slices. I need the sweet potato slices. I need them yams, baby. I need to know when I put that yam in my mouth. I need to feel the diabetes forming. Okay. If you ain't never made candy yams, you know that shit is diabetes in a container. You know how much sugar you have to put in there?
I don't eat that.
A lot. I'm so sorry to hear that. Really sorry to hear that. I hope one day that your taste buds get it together.
Is that before last?
That's good that I don't eat that because that would just be more carbs.
Girl, boo! You only eat Thanksgiving once a year.
You can make candy yams at any point.
Yeah, but I don't really be
nobody really doing that.
Yeah, because that takes a lot of prep. I don't know anybody who just making candy yams for the hell of it.
You can get candy yams from somewhere year round. It's not like
okay, yeah, like in restaurants.
Yeah, but I mean, just in your house, not cooking it.
Yeah, I can't think of a time my mom has cooked candy yams outside of Thanksgiving. If she has, it was like random because candy yams you have to prep
on a Tuesday. Like It's
Ooh,
really,
no, cause who about to cut them yams up? Them shits is hard. Your hands be hurting. Okay.
that's what I'm saying. I don't know, but
Mm-mm.
See,
Shout out
that's
to
not on my
Jesse.
Thanksgiving. One, I'm never trying to be I'm never trying to be the one to cook ever,
Oh,
ever.
I love it. It's so
No,
much fun. That's
no,
my favorite part. I cook the mac and
you
cheese.
basically
I've been
don't want to be the
cooking.
matriarch. Is what you're saying.
no. I don't care about that. No.
I mean, that makes sense. Yeah, I could see that.
uh,
I want when like my family gets bigger, I want my house to be the house people come to for Thanksgiving.
oh no, oh no. I absolutely don't want that because I need to go when I need to go. I
I
need.
don't know where y'all
I
at.
gotta go.
Unless I already have like my maid and a chef and stuff. No, I'm not doing
Okay, I'm definitely gonna have a cleaning service because I ain't doing the cleaning.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. No, she's
Mm-mm.
gonna be coming to cook and clean, wash everything.
And the other issue I got with Thanksgiving is the food lasts too long. Like it's always too much food. It lasts too long.
I don't mind that. I can have macaroni and cheese and ham for a week and be completely content. Like heart
Yeah,
happy.
I was gonna say, yeah, I think it depends. My mom, she has gotten better with the sizing because we would have. It's always been just me, her, and my brother. But she would also like when we lived in Atlanta, she would have friends that would come, pop in, make plates. So she was used to making, big
Mm.
portions. Now we have to tell her like, babe, girl, I
Yeah,
need you
let's
to
talk
cut
about
this in
this.
half because this is a lot. The
Please.
refrigerator, we don't have space. Like when they were here last year, my refrigerator was stuffed, like could not fit anything else.
And
And
I
I
don't.
was just like,
Y'all want to eat that for the whole next week?
I eat it for like 3 to 4 extra days.
I can do it. Half a
If
Okay.
week.
you can eat spaghetti for 4 to 5 days after your mom didn't cook it, you can eat some Thanksgiving. Okay.
I didn't want to do that either.
But you did.
I was 12. I had no other choice. What do you mean? What the hell?
Now the food gets better as
It
the
does.
day
I'm not
because
saying
the
no
season sets
leftovers.
in
I'm not saying no leftovers. I'm just saying it
for
lasts
extended
too
periodically
long.
time. Yeah.
And it's like, okay, we could throw this away now.
I was like, can we have tacos?
I be like, you gonna eat this? I be trying to throw it away.
Because I'm done with it, and I think we can just throw this away. We can just toss it. But
I think
hey,
this year is the first time in
That's an experience I really cannot relate to. It just be funny when like I hear people like say that. I don't know, because my mom never cooked, so
this is gonna be the first year we have Thanksgiving at our house in a long time.
well, are
I feel
you
like that's a
excited
lot
to
of
have all the
people's.
people in
Yeah.
your
Oh no,
house?
we're not having. Oh well,
No, I think
yeah,
she's saying that because the panoramic,
yeah,
that a lot of people are now having their
yeah.
Thanksgivings at their home with their immediate family because they have no choice.
Yeah, so it's not gonna be a lot of people.
Yeah.
So she
That's
better.
another thing. You know what's interesting? Like my friend was asking me earlier today. She was like, "Okay, so like holidays this year, like since you're, like with someone," I was like, "See, the thing is, we in a panty, so I'm not. You know how like back when the world was open, it kind of like solidified your relationship to like do a holiday together or something, or like
Mm-hmm.
meet each
Yeah.
other's family. I ain't gonna lie, I'm really not. I just
You
don't
could do
feel.
a drive-by.
I just
He could
don't
do a
feel.
drive-by.
I just don't feel like it's vital this year.
He could do a drive-by.
I'm just
Well,
just
you
in,
saying
And
that you already hang
and
out with him.
Jesse could slide him a little plate. Cause I pray he is not like you and don't eat nothing. So Jesse could slide him a little
no, he
plate.
doesn't like me at all. I'm just
Ooh,
saying, like, I
hallelujah.
just think it's interesting because if the circumstances were different, then I would have like a different expectation. But I'm just like, I'm totally fine with having our own. Like, I'll just see you later, and yeah, that's fine. You know.
You need to invite that man to the drive-through Thanksgiving. Stop being rude.
But what I'm saying, since y'all already, if you're gonna go to your grandparents' house or your family's house, you already hang out with him. So then that exposure has already happened.
I get that. I'm just saying the expectation or the need is
Yeah,
not there.
uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
I
Yeah.
don't feel
Everybody's
like
they have the excuse like it's a panoramic.
Yeah.
Ooh, can't
You know,
tell.
like sometimes if you've been talking to somebody hard up and then the holidays come around and they never mention like, you know, meeting their family or something, you'd be looking like
Cut it.
this
Cut
year
it.
I wouldn't feel that way. I would just be like,
Yeah.
no,
Mm-hmm.
I get it. I
Yeah.
will stay home. It's fine.
Yes.
So
That makes sense. That makes sense. Wow.
yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean for us to go on a tangent because I expressed my love for Thanksgiving and I just cannot wait.
For food. And it's clearly
But also, I'm really excited to see my mom and brother. Like, you know, I just can't wait. It's going to be a great time. But, anyways, let's get into our icebreaker. Yeah.
F.
who's better.
F. Okay.
Who's better.
All right. We hope you do better next time. This time was an F.
Just keep
So
exercising that throat throughout the week. It's all a muscle.
Bro, baby.
all right. So today's would you rather is would you rather go to jail for a year or lose a year off of your lifespan?
Lose a year off my lifespan. Fuck that.
I said, hell, if I
I
got
feel like they're the same damn near.
No, they're not. I mean, if I'm supposed to
No,
live
I
to
mean
60
like if
and
I'm
I die
in
at
prison,
59.
yeah.
if I'm in prison, I don't have a life. So I mean,
But when you
Yeah,
get
but
out, you come back to
also,
regular life.
yeah, no. Fuck no. And if you're doing a year, most likely you're probably, for a long periodically time, you're probably in county jail. And those are the slums. Fuck no. Absolutely not. Take a year off. I wouldn't know.
Yeah. So I was like, I'd just rather die a year early too.
I die at 99. Who would know that I was supposed to live until 100? Who fucking
cares?
cares? I wasn't doing anything anyways.
Exactly. That's what I was like. When I'm already that, I'm already retired and just
And
going
I'm probably ready to go.
right.
Like, these niggas are doing too much.
I can't wait to get old and be the only thing I have to do is be like, all right, I got bingo on Wednesday nights. So don't mess with me.
Yes. I can't wait. And also to talk about people on my porch and be like, ooh, baby, I don't know.
get off my
house
grass.
with that outfit.
Oh, speaking
I
of,
stand.
I freaking live in like a retirement neighborhood. So not really a retirement neighborhood, but a lot of my neighbors are older. And I left our freaking garage up. And my mom's not here this weekend. Why the hell they called her to ask her why the garage was open?
No, they don't got nothing else to do.
Can y'all
I'm bored.
cut the grass or something? We got leaves.
Go walk your damn dog.
Go put the leaves. Go pick the leaves up. Like, damn.
Yeah.
I can't do nothing around here with the police.
Nosy.
Okay.
Jesus.
God damn.
What's the police? What's the thing that's going around? What feels like the police, but that's really not the police. Old ass neighbors.
Because I have one, like, she be watching my house, and the gag is my mom drives her to church every Sunday, so if something suspicious had happened, it ain't nothing for her to mention it.
Is that
Oh
you like
God.
Bethel?
Yeah,
I appreciate
there was a car outside y'all house for 3 hours on Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Lady!
Bethel.
See, I'm fortunate that I communicate with my mom and I tell her what I be up to. Because if I didn't,
Yeah, your ass will get just like when you never mind. I was gonna say
Please. Please. You already started with her last week now.
But the way that she got out of this, scenario that I'm thinking about in my head with the police was real slick.
Oh
yeah. It was real slick.
I got caught up.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I don't know how she got out of that because I would have been shaking in the knees.
I was honest. I wasn't 100%, but I was just like, so the police had stopped me or whatever, but I wasn't doing nothing.
But
basically,
you were.
That does not even make sense.
I'm gonna make it real short and sweet for the listeners, y'all. I was out with my boyfriend doing something I had no business doing, and the police had popped up, and I ended up like nothing happened. We just got like a warning, pretty much. And I went home and told my mom that like police had popped up or whatever, and I kept it at that. And then 3 days later, the police pops up at my house with my registration that I left, and it's like
Amateur.
had I not said anything, that would have been a
Mm-hmm.
very awkward,
How would you
to
explain
say
that?
the
I
least.
would be like, you know what, girl? Here's the keys. Just take them. You know what? We'll talk about
That's
this in a
why I'm
month.
glad we communicate, because I would have been stuck on stupid. Just
Like, damn, I knew I dropped something when I was coming out of church. I was at Bible study and I just had a feeling. The Lord told me that you dropped something.
You're going to hell.
she is. She
You're
is.
going to hell.
She
You're
is.
going to hell.
Because it was a
No,
Saturday night.
that was the last
Don't do
straw.
it.
That was the last straw. No,
We
no,
gave you so many chances.
no. You're going to
And
hell.
at this point, because I remember a few podcasts ago, she was shouting in fake tongues. And I was thinking, like,
Yeah, no. Mm-mm.
Wait, first of all, you do not know my spiritual walk with God. You don't know if I can speak in tongues. How are you to tell me that
You
I was
can't
fake?
just randomly speak in
yeah,
tongues.
that's not how that goes. It's not like you speak in tongues and you can go back.
Right. Like you're
Never
like,
Did I go back? I didn't. I had a revelation. I had to come back. I had to, and then I was good. Then I started
Hell.
speaking regular.
Hell.
You hear them, y'all? They trying to tell me
And I'm not
they don't
coming
know
with
my
you.
skills.
I'm not coming with you.
Meanwhile, we all gonna be twerking down an escalator.
Ooh.
You know that video off of, you know that video off of Twitter where the two boys was twerking down the escalator.
Not a
So there's this meme. It was like when you're waiting in line to get to heaven and you get to the door and you realize the handle's hot.
You could laugh for me. It sounded evil on this leg. I ain't gonna lie.
That shit hilarious.
No, man.
Wait a
Imagine be like, whoa, I'm in the wrong spot. Jesus, God,
And
Lord.
now you walking up the escalators that's going down. You trying to.
Where's the door?
You guys, I think you guys accidentally sent me to the wrong place. The door's hot. The door's hot. Please. Woo. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, my stomach hurt. I got an ab workout today, honey, and I ain't talking Keisha. All right. So if you can't tell.
Bitch, are you drunk? What the
What
fuck?
is it? J Sculpt, girl. Okay.
I ain't talking Keisha. What the hell?
Okay. We stopped. Okay, so if you can't tell by the title, we are going to be talking about monogamy and polyamory. So, my first question is, do you guys believe in?
I know that.
Oh, we did. My bad, y'all.
So,
Pop culture.
pop culture, pop culture. All right, I don't have pop culture.
She about to get fired. We about to start sending her stuff. She could be like, here.
So, a YouTuber that we all know, Ken, got caught up cheating on DR, right? And there's been a lot of speculation about how their relationship is just for the money at this point. And
I actually said that a couple years ago before they got engaged. I've been thought that they was just doing it for the cam.
Yeah.
It's just like, I feel like if y'all are gonna have an agreement, like in public, this is what we go be on, and on YouTube and on the internet, this is what we're gonna be on. But in real life, we just cool and we kicking it and we doing stuff with other people. You also have to
be cognizant of
construct
your audience.
a life that allows for that to be. So if you're literally in a parking lot, a parking lot,
Idiot.
being frivolous is kind of just like
grabbing asses.
Yeah. And
what's
my
not
thing is,
clicking.
his excuse, you first of all, you know they got
His apology had nothing to do with her.
Nothing.
That's another issue I had. It was like, if you're going to issue a statement in response to you being caught cheating on the World Wide Web on Beyonce's internet, and you're going to apologize to me, and you splash my name in the last sentence.
He didn't even splash. He barely splashed. He was like, I'm sorry to the people that I hurt.
Indiera. Like, what? No. Get on live and cry. Get on live and cry right now.
You're not gonna tell me. There's two things. There's either two ways this can go. One, you're lying because he said that there was no flirting, but I just hugged her and grabbed her ass, but we weren't flirting. So it's like, okay, if you were doing that, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with your brain that makes
you're a creep then?
Okay to just grab somebody's ass with no social cues, no anything. You just grabbing people's ass that you don't know, a stranger that was just saying, hey, the way he put it, a supporter, a subscriber. You just grabbed her ass just because.
So either you're a creep or you're a cheater.
Yeah, which like
both are bad.
To explain this.
Yeah, no.
It's just the way it's being handled for me on his end. On her end, it seems like on her social media, she's doing the whole acting like it never happened approach. Like
that's what I would do.
She's still posting on her stories, and it appears she's still wearing her engagement ring. So that's not like how she chooses to be on social media. Like I don't have a opinion. I'm not going to share an opinion on that. Like that's her right. But as the person who put her in this situation, you needed to do better.
A lot better.
Like don't put out this half-hearted statement and then disappear. No.
All right. And then the whole time, the majority of your statement, you're trying to debunk conspiracy theories of the fact that people are saying that they knew each other or blah, 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 or that they went home together the next night. Who gives a fuck about that? Who cares? We saw you grab her ass. So
let's talk about the facts, the things that you cannot debunk, the things that we saw with our eyes. Let's talk about Kenneth. Let's talk about it. And the way his twin got on live and was josing so bad, I was crying.
His twin, do not fuck with him. Because let me tell you something. First of all, if somebody asks me, is it me? If I'm single and they were like, is that you? I'm gonna say yeah. Like, if somebody thinks it's me, granted, they don't look alike. So nobody believe that.
They don't dress alike because he had that polo tucked in, buttoned to the guard up to his neck.
All I wear is polo.
I know that.
But whatever. So, but I'm not gonna. If somebody would be like, "Oh, is that you?" I'm gonna say, "Yeah." First of all,
if you rocking with
someone saw Jametra and they were like, "Is that you?" I'd be like, "Hell yeah, that was me." Jametra was studying. The fuck, you dumb bitch. You don't even know what you're talking about.
It was me. Duh.
Just because we're black, you get us confused. You're racist. The fuck?
Please.
Duh.
I would have that same energy from working. Be like, is that you? Duh. You got us confused? Stupid hoe.
I appreciate the sentiments. I really do. It would never work, but I really do appreciate the energy.
Hey, well, that's them for asking if it was me. I ain't saying just come out and be like, that was not Kim, that was me. But if somebody already asking, I'm gonna just obviously they got doubt in their head, so I'm like, all right,
exactly.
Out of this.
Yeah, if that's your sibling and y'all really rock like that, you would have taken the fall. But
he obviously hates Kim.
He said, "Listen, was not me. Don't know what that man got going on over there."
Hell. Well.
Well, nigga, if you single as hell, you could have took this one. Shit.
Exactly. That's why I was like, if you ain't got a wife or something, I don't know why you couldn't say it was you.
That's how you know they don't rock with each other.
Exactly.
That's how you know.
Exactly. It's like we didn't even know you existed. Why did you come? Why are you even on live right now? We didn't even know you existed. Why are you here? Mr. Polo, please sit down.
Okay.
And get off. Well, am I wrong or am I wrong?
Mr. Polo Assassin.
Ooh, not the USPA, the USPA. Oh wow.
'Cause
I
that's
remember
what it was
actually in middle
giving.
school,
That's what it was
this one
giving.
girl, she tried to convince me that USPA was the real polo. Like she's like, no, this is just like a different version of polo. And I was just like, no, I don't think so.
You know
I don't think
why?
that's correct. I don't think that's correct, Mundo. That is not right. So my pop culture is I came across this tweet. I don't know why the Lord thought I should see this tweet, but it
You be bringing
says
God into everything. I know he tired
he is never tired.
of you.
So
Yeah,
I'm not about to start with her.
of you. Yes, he's
the tweet
exhausted.
says, when the dick good, I be wanting my friends to experience it too. LMAO.
No.
I was like, I've never felt
Immediately
that
no.
emotion. I
Immediately no.
don't know
Ew.
her. And it had a lot
I
of
don't
these
even want to have
tweets.
sex with somebody I know my friend has sex with. No.
Exactly. I don't want to be your Eskimo sister, and I don't want to fuck your man.
That's like
I've never felt those emotions, and I was just like, no,
the
no.
only thing that I've ever, if I'm ever gonna feel that way, like I've experienced something and I want so badly for my friends to experience that, is more like a romantic thing, not
Oh, okay.
sexual. Like, oh my gosh, I would want for my friends to have this too in their relationships.
Oh,
But
okay.
No. And
sexual,
you don't want it from somebody who's giving. You don't want them to experience it from you. I imagine that the tweet is saying like, okay,
Yes,
I'm
she's
with
talking
this
about
nigga and
from.
this one nigga is so good.
oh well,
Girl,
no, y'all got to fend for yourselves. No,
Yeah, she was referring to. She want her friends to experience that
the
nigga dick,
exact
and I was
same,
just like,
not the type of stuff, the same stuff.
that's not gonna work.
That's gross.
sorry for me and my congregation. That is not gonna work. No, does not fly over here.
Period.
No, that is ghetto. I
People
don't know
get
why
weirder
she
and
thought.
weirder on the internet.
Literally, people are getting weirder and weirder, and I
Mhm.
just want. I'm gonna pray for her because that was a lads. So, as you know, I prematurely jumped the gun. This episode is about monogamy versus polygamy. You know, all of the the hard hitting questions, and we're digging deep into the psyche of the hosts today. So I hope you guys are ready.
You're drunk,
Okay,
y'all. We're sorry.
I have a slew of questions prepared for you all. So the first question is, do you believe in monogamy? If so, why? Don't answer all at once.
I believe in monogamy. I would say my initial belief in monogamy was solely based upon my upbringing. I think that's how everyone kind of maneuvers into their beliefs and theories and stuff. But as I got older, I took the time out to evaluate all of the things that I learned as a kid and then really try to analyze, do I believe that because it was told to me or do I believe that for other reasons? And when it comes to monogamy, it's just something I believe just for me in general, even just the principle, like I'm just not sharing my man, period. Um, so yeah, it's a Morgan thing.
Great answer. Great
Uh,
answer. Beautiful gowns.
I
Jametra?
don't know. I don't know. Like, but you're saying believe in as if it exists. They both exist. What do you mean?
I think she
Do you
means for
believe
yourself.
in, yes, I'm talking about for you
For
personally,
themselves? Oh, well, yeah, I wouldn't be. What's the other one? Poly.
polyamorous?
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. Well, I could have two boyfriends. I could do that.
That's not how that works. Alrighty. She's going to jail. She's going to jail. She's trying to be a nigga. All right. But Morgan actually did a really good segue into my next question is if you don't believe in, or if you do believe in monogamy, actually, I'm sorry, wrong question. If you do believe in monogamy, do you think those beliefs are rooted in what society has told you, or is that something you truly believe? And we know Morgan said she evaluated, and that's something that she truly believes. What about you, Jametra?
I never thought about this. We should have had these questions earlier because I never like I don't
No, it takes away from the shock value. It's not fun anymore if you know. It's
what
not fun.
how we supposed to prepare what we're gonna say because I don't
You
know.
just
I
think
That's
never
about
the
it.
point. There's no preparation. That's the point.
well
Spontaneity.
I never
Off
just
the
thought
dome.
about be like
You can't just tell us if you believe you belong with one person or not.
mm,
Is she
I don't
summoning the
like.
monogamy gods?
But that's the thing. I don't know why I believe in it. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Is
know.
it
Okay. Well,
because you feel like that's what we're meant to do? Do you feel that way because you just don't want to share a man? Do you feel that way
I
because
don't think that's what we're meant to do because other people don't. Like, it has to go by based on you. It's not what everyone is meant to do, obviously, because there's people who are in polyamorous relationship and that's exactly what they want and that's what they were meant for. That was meant for their lives.
mm-hmm.
As far as me and my house, no, I can't do it. I don't think I could. I was joking about the two boyfriends. I don't think I could do that. Like in real life, I don't. I don't really think I could.
no, sounds
You
ghetto,
don't, yeah,
honestly.
you can't. You don't even have, you don't be one to give one man effort. So,
Well,
two,
Hey, you don't know me in relationships.
burn.
girl,
If
you don't be putting forth the effort to enter the relationship.
because I don't really want to.
Next,
Doesn't count.
Next caller. I actually forgot to answer the first question, but yes, I do believe in monogamy. But I also believe in polygamy. But
Yeah,
for
that's
me, I
maybe
believe
that's what I
in
was gonna say. I believe
yes. For
both.
me, I believe in monogamy, and that's the way it's gonna go. Okay, that's fact, Jack. We ain't doing nothing else. All right. And the reason why is because I'm not in the business to be sharing no nigga willingly. Now,
nah.
what that nigga does on the side, that is up to me to decide
That's
after. And I
unbeknownst to me.
dispose exactly. But me willingly, openly coming into this relationship saying, yes, I will share you with the world. No.
They don't be like, "Oh, we're gonna show you the world." I'm sure they have like,
They don't
Well, we
mind.
don't know because it's a broad spectrum. It's not like
yeah,
there's one template for. I'm just saying in general. I ain't sharing you with the world. I ain't sharing you with Becky, and I'm sharing you with Rebecca. So no.
well,
And for the question that I just asked is if in the beginning, the reason why I asked this question is because I was listening to another podcast like a while ago, and they were talking about polyamorous relationships and all that kind of stuff, people being in thruples. And I was like, it's really interesting. It's an interesting phenomenon. I personally can't get with it. I don't know. It's just no. But like when they were talking about it, it's like I completely understand why someone would feel like they need to be in that. Because if you think about it, when you're in a relationship with someone, I ain't gonna say 9 times out of 10, 7 times out of 10, that person is not fulfilling every single thing that you need.
Mm-hmm.
And people that are for polyamorous relationships, they're not okay with settling with someone that can kind of do the other three okay, but can do the 7 beautifully. So they're like, why would I just work with one person when I know that I can get maybe 3 or 2 other people that can fulfill those other things that this one person is fulfilling 100%? Like, duh, let's do that.
It's pretty much like the 80-20 rule, but
Mm-hmm.
accepted.
Yes, exactly. And I was like, I totally understand because when I started thinking about it, I was like, yeah, I mean, I ain't never gonna get a nigga that's gonna be able to do what I need him to do. But that does not also mean that I want to get another nigga to do
Yeah.
the things that the first one cannot because who has the time for 2 headaches or more? I personally do not because niggas are stupid.
Very.
So I don't want to deal with stupidity on multiple levels. I simply cannot. It's just not gonna work for me. And I know me, I would probably be a hypocrite in this situation. Like if it was like if the world was like, no, bitch, you have to be in a polyamorous relationship, I'd be like, okay, cool. I'd be cool with it. The day I see that nigga with another bitch, oh, it's World War III in this hoe. Okay,
But
excuse me.
the girl would be your girlfriend too. It's not. That's but it,
No, 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 no.
why?
That's what people assume. No, that is not true. That's why I said polyamory is very broad. When you say someone's in a polygamous relationship, that does not mean that all people are in that same relationship. Because you could be, say I'm in a relationship with Justin. Justin is in a relationship with Rebecca and Charles. I don't know, he's bisexual. I just came up with a name.
Oh goodness.
So that he's in a relationship. I'm not in a relationship with Rebecca and Charles. I'm just in a relationship with Justin.
They should just
But
there.
we have a polyamorous relationship
So
because
then,
he
in
has
that
multiple
thing,
partners
you're
and I
not
have
polyamorous.
another. I didn't finish.
Oh,
Then I also have, I don't know, B and D, blah blah blah. So, but Justin ain't in a relationship with B and D. So it could be in the situation where all three of you guys are a throuple or however many it is, you guys are all in one relationship, or it can be each person is segmented into their own separate relationships. So, and like I said, the day I see him with another bitch, what is this, Tyrone? Who's her?
well,
Who is
you
this
can't get
lady?
mad.
That's why I said if the government told us that we had to
She
be in
said she would have
polyamorous
to be
relationship,
pushed into the situation.
yes, yes. And I said I would know I would be a hypocrite because I'd be like, Tyrone, absolutely not. Who the fuck is this bitch? This isn't gonna work. And that's why I knew. That is the day I knew that polyamory was not for me because Tyrone and that bitch would have to go. Simply that. Like I can't no. Okay, so I guess you guys both kind of answer this. You do believe that polygamy. I was going to say polyamorous. Ooh, damn. Polygamy. You guys do believe polygamy is a true feeling, a true, sentiment that people experience. Correct? That's what
Mm-hmm.
I was getting from your answers.
It is
Okay.
a thing, just
Mm-hmm.
not in my world. That's all.
Got you. Okay, got you. Okay. So, do you think that polygamy should be made legal in the United States? Because currently it's illegal in all 50 states, but Utah has reduced the charge to the status of like basically a traffic ticket. So, just in general, do you think that it should be made legal?
Here's the thing,
Yes.
right? In general, yes, because I feel like anyone should be able to have the type of love life they want, whether you're gay, trans, you want 3 wives, okay. Now, however, I just know in my soul that if these niggas get their hands on a law that allows them to have multiple wives, when I say the game gonna be shut down forever, it's
Be a
just
fucking shit show.
it's gonna be
Yeah,
a mess.
I can
Mm-hmm.
agree with that.
I
It's
totally
gonna
agree.
be
That was the
Yeah.
exact same answer I was going to give. I was like, yes, everyone should be able to love the way they want to love. But
mm,
also, the caveat is that these niggas are going to go fucking crazy because they think that just because it's legal, that they could just be having multiple wives. No, bitch. You need to
yeah,
be with people that want to be in polyamorous relationships. You can't be with monogamous Molly and then be over here having 500 girlfriends and thinking that that's cool just because it's legal.
yeah. Because I
That's not
think a
how that
lot of the
works.
time males view marriage as this entity of restriction and they can't
They're the ones
really
that benefit from it and we don't. So I don't understand.
also true. But I feel like men will trap a girl who they know wants to be married and then get into the marriage and be like, oh well, we could add another person. And it's just like, wait, that's not what we said. But you know they shiesty, so I don't put it past them. I really don't.
Yeah.
So maybe
Yeah.
there has to be some kind of agreement in the laws. Because I feel like right now, marriage laws are the way they are based on religion. And
Mm-hmm.
that's Christianity in America. And so if we're going to do separation of church and state, and it's some kind of legal thing, why can't they have multiple marriages? Because if it is a truly polygamous relationship, why does if we together and then I'm the one that's not married, but the wife over here gets everything because she was the one actually married, even though we were all together at the same time.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Yeah, most
I was
definitely.
washing them dishes too.
Yeah,
Right.
bitch. And I was bearing these children as well. And
Mhm.
even when you think about the whole religion aspect, do you think it's truly based on religion? Because if these people know the Bible, like they say they know the Bible,
Yeah, they had multiple wives back in the
they
G.
had multiple wives. So I want to know, where did this come from? Because they be blaming it on the book. And I'm just like, wait a minute. I've been reading my book and they be having a lot of wives.
Well, it's probably
And
a mixture of it's misogyny.
it has to
Dude.
be. It has to just be
Yeah.
misogyny, because at
Yeah,
this
I
point, I'm
think
like,
if you really
stop
think
blaming
about
the Lord.
marriage and its origin and how it's in America, it was mostly based on selling your daughter because
Yeah.
having a wife meant wealth and having a wife meant
Mhm.
all of these different things in
I give
society.
you goat for my daughter.
Yeah,
Thank
and
you.
it wasn't about love and it wasn't about,
Mhm.
anything real or genuine. It was just more of a business deal.
Business.
And the theory and the practice of marriage over generations has evolved. And
Mm-hmm.
I think now we're in a time where, well, I can say with like millennials and what I see, we don't want to just marry for love. I'm not doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I can't
I'm
marry you
not.
just because I love you, because baby, love don't pay the
No.
bills.
I'm gonna be looking like Helen when Charles was kicking her ass out.
It's just
Absolutely
like,
not.
I can love you with all my heart, but I'm gonna need a little more than that. Stability, communication,
A lot of
romance.
more than
I
that.
need the whole thing. I need at least the 80. At least the 80.
Literally, please. You're giving 20.
Yeah. So
Like, come on, my guy. Please. Please hang it up flat screen. It's not gonna work for me. Simply. It's mm-mm. And I also think that people, when they think of polyamorous relationships, they automatically go towards a man having multiple wives. And I feel like, just based on society and, misogyny, that is like, hell yeah, bro. Fuck them hoes. Have all those wives. Hell yeah. But when they look at true, well, I won't say true, because that's also a true form of polygamy. But if you look at different types of polygamy and you see, like I think I mentioned on another episode, there's this one couple, Sham Booty, I forgot her husband's name, but they, prior to them getting married, they were in a polyamorous relationship. She had other niggas on the side that fulfilled things that her now husband could not fulfill. I don't think they're in that relationship now because they about to have a kid. I could be wrong. Do not quote me. But when she was on the podcast that I listened to, she was just talking about like how those different people served and they were in her life for a reason, and that what they brought to the table, like some of them was only she would just have sex with them. Other people she wouldn't have sex with, and they would just talk. They were there. They were just so emotionally connected. And I feel like when people look at those type of situations, they're like, absolutely not. And it's like, but just 2 seconds ago, you were all down for the polygamy train. You was all down for that because you were saying marriage doesn't benefit men. It's a trap. It's the women's thing. They all want it. Well, baby
it's a
boy,
proven fact that men cannot take what they dish out to women. So
this is also very true. There's some
because
babies.
when
They
a
are
man
some
finds out that
weenies.
you cheated on them, it's like you amputated their legs. Like,
Oh my God. Talk
but
about sick.
you are just supposed to like cry it out for a week and get over it.
And that's probably the only time I will give men their flowers, because when the bitch does them wrong, oh, they say motherfucking peace out. Okay?
Not
That
all of
I
them.
will. I don't
Most
know
of them
a
do
man
though.
that
Like a
hasn't.
lot of
You
men,
don't?
it's a prideful thing. They will
No.
they would rather leave than to accept the fact that their girl had something with somebody else. And
Yeah.
I don't know
I
what
agree
that
with that
pride
too.
is about, but I also noticed that males, in my opinion, value what their friends think way too much.
Yes.
A lot of the things they
Yes.
do are based
Yes.
around the validation of their friend groups and their group messages. And I think
And
when it
I'd be
comes
like, do you like niggas?
when it
They
comes to
do.
women, we value what each other has to say and we'll listen to each other's opinions, but our
At the end
decisions
of the day, our
are
decision is
our
our
decisions.
decision. Exactly.
But
But
they'll
them
do
niggas, on the other
something
hand,
just for laughs in the group message, and it's just
yes.
like,
Because I remember when me and Morgan were in college, we had a friend, and if I can remember correctly, I feel like we've had conversations about, like, I feel like one of the people in the group was like, you be telling your friends everything that be going on. I don't like that, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, I feel like you be basing the things that be going on between us off what your friends say. And I was like, you know what? That's what you niggas be doing, because y'all be kicking in a message, because the 1 minute a bitch be like, that ain't my nigga. That ain't my nigga. Your friends was all gun cold, like, oh no, she talked to somebody. Yes, she do. She talked to my homeboy. Yes, she do. I'm like, wait, baby boy. That was not
pull up,
official.
pull up.
I'm gonna need you to calm your horses, okay? Because no. But when you in the group message, a kiki and talking about some, that's not my hoe, that's your hoe too, and it's just like, can you keep the same energy across all
That is just,
across
it's
all planes?
very weird to me, and I've always noticed that. I remember in high school, I was supposed to go to
Mm-hmm.
homecoming with this dude, and his friends wanted him to go to homecoming with someone else,
So
and
he went to homecoming with
he
someone
went to
else.
homecoming with who they wanted him to go to homecoming with, and I was like, do you have a
Niggas are
brain?
dumb.
Do you
Niggas
think for
are dumb.
yourself? Like, are you dumb?
No, they're zombies.
He was just like,
Literally.
well, I was like, I'm glad I didn't go with you because you stupid.
Literally.
You're
They be
dumb.
like, I eat, I poop, I pee, repeat.
And it's
And it's
like
just
they
like,
won't. I've seen this so many times. Like, even I've just noticed when I have guy friends and seeing how they interact with their guy friends, they won't, even if they truly like a girl, like have true feelings, if they feel like their friend group is not gonna feel like she's bad enough or she popping enough, they're gonna
mm-hmm.
be like, oh no, that ain't the move, son. And then
Mm-hmm.
they, like the little puppets they are gonna use that and just find a way to cut her off when they really did like that girl. And that's just weird to me. It's weird.
Really sad. Like I said, men do not have backbones. Men deserve less. When I say men
Nothing.
deserve less, less equals nothing.
Because
Okay?
Nothing.
I was gonna say, well, what do they deserve? I don't
Yeah,
know.
no. Less equals nothing. Okay? Read in between the lines, nigga, since you like doing it any other time. Okay? All right. So, next question is, okay, hypothetically speaking, let's say you're in a polyamorous relationship. You say you're just forced by the stake, forced by guillotine. What would be some like clear boundaries? Because I feel like we've all come to the conclusion that this is all subjective. Everyone's polyamorous relationship is going to be very, very different to the person next to them. So what would be some clear boundaries for you that you would set with your man?
Um,
I'll say, I'm not doing. You can't have a relationship outside of me. We're gonna have to be in this extra relationship together. We gonna have to be throuple, couple, all of them, whatever.
it's gonna be all us.
We all gonna have to be there. I'm not like I don't think I'm gonna be able
You're
to.
taking me with you.
Like, where you going? What do you mean?
What if you don't like girls?
I want it to be a boy. But or even still, like maybe not. We don't have to have. I don't. If it's a girl, I don't have to have a sexual relationship because that's not gonna do anything for me. But we can have some, at least some kind of friendship. We need to be going somewhere together. Then we all finna be together.
Gotcha. Okay. There needs to be some relationship established between you and the other parties
Yeah.
involved.
Not like, oh, I
Got
don't.
you.
Oh, that's my boyfriend, girlfriend, but I don't know her. But no.
Got you. Okay.
I just be seeing her.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, I just feel like, does it have to go any further than Insta DMs? Because I just feel like,
That's not a relationship.
It's not a relationship.
well,
That's just messaging somebody on social media. You can
you
even
act
say,
like
damn.
you can't have sex with her
Well,
Okay.
or give her a head.
Okay. Okay.
But then
Okay.
that's not gonna be a long-term relationship. Then in my head, when you're polyamorous, you're still looking for long-term relationships, aren't you? You may not be necessarily looking for marriage, but you're like looking for life partners, aren't you? Still.
I mean,
Okay, so
yeah.
well,
So
Yeah.
technically, wouldn't I also have multiple niggas?
yeah, if you want to.
Yeah, that's what you
Okay,
want.
well,
Yeah, yeah,
this is
yeah.
about to sound probably borderline toxic, but whatever I got going on is what you can have going on, but nothing less. I mean, nothing more. So if
So if
I
you and your boyfriend break up,
That was
you
my
gotta break
answer.
up with him and his girlfriend. Him and his girlfriend gotta break up too.
absolutely,
If I got two, you got two.
Well, then y'all need to learn how to keep a man. Why if his relationship thriving and yours just because yours went to the shitters, what that got to do?
Our relationship is thriving as well.
Yes, yes. But
So there goes the
outside,
thriving. There goes the thriving.
we are one. We just have additionals.
We are
So
the main.
what I got
We are
going
the
on,
mitochondria, and the
you
mother
have going on.
bitches is I don't know what. But
If
we
I'm
are the
not happy
mitochondria.
with my side pieces, you not happy with your side pieces. Period.
Yeah.
no.
Period.
I would say my clear boundary is you
And
just can't be out here getting bitches pregnant.
yeah, I'll say that
The
too.
day you bring a bitch 10 months out, I am not Viola Davis. I will not accept
Not
that child
offensive.
because her mammy died while giving birth. I will not. You
But I
and that
will say
baby?
if these are long term relationships, you have to eventually
No.
somebody gonna want a baby.
Yes. And I feel like that
We,
is a conversation between you and the person that you are mainly connected to. Because from everything that I've heard from like different podcasts and people that are in polyamorous relationships, they have a, I guess, quote unquote, main person.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the person that they're the most connected to. That's the person that, is like their person. And they have these other people to fulfill X, Y, and Z. So the person that you should be having these conversations about children with is the same person that you should be having children with. If you get
Maybe because
Shantae pregnant,
I'm not doing the side chicks. We gonna all have to be even, okay? Even Steven. And so
yeah, I don't think that would bother me. Because if I got niggas, I don't care. Because honestly, I don't like to mix. I would not want to mix that. I don't want to know your bitch, and you don't need to know my niggas because you're gonna start asking questions about what you do. No, I would much rather know
I
you
feel
know
like
him on a
it
quick.
wouldn't.
You guys are introduced to each other. I feel like it's human nature though. We can't just sit here and act like it's like people are not gonna feel some type of way.
If they're
Yes, you're
polyamorous,
equipped to have a polyamorous relationship, but there's no way in hell you are going to tell me that in some sort of way you are not going to feel a little. There's no way that you're just going to be
I think y'all are looking at
110%
it
kosher.
still with your monogamous brain because
Well, because from the
those
people
people
that
genuinely
I've
think
listened to,
different.
they have also said things like this. They've been like, I mean, yeah, we have conversations like we ain't doing all that. We have boundaries, and that they outstep those boundaries is a problem. So that leads me to believe that you do be feeling some type of way about certain things because if you didn't, you wouldn't have these boundaries,
But it ain't
right?
the boundaries. Y'all talking about y'all are being hypocrites.
Pregnant,
Okay,
pregnancy. I didn't say I
not
was going to be
pregnant,
getting pregnant.
not pregnant. Not. I agree
Mhm.
with that one. You're not just gonna get somebody pregnant and then be like, "Hey, I agree with that one." But I'm talking about all the stuff. No, y'all are being
Yeah,
hypocrites.
I was saying that I'm not like you. I don't need to know her. I personally, I don't want to know her because I know me. Even if I am in the polyamorous mindset, I feel like even a little bit of me is going to be like, I would just
I
prefer to not know that much about her because the less that I know, the less that I am just, I'm not asking myself like, wonder what they're doing. Did they have sex today? Because he put it down good tonight. Did he do the same thing for her? I wonder why he's so happy because we nothing happened today. So no, I would just prefer if I know her name, I know, the basics, all that. I got my niggas, you got your hoes. It's fine. It works for me. I don't need to be buddy buddy with her because I feel like the more I become buddy buddy with you, then I feel like this is a friendship and my friends don't fuck my niggas. So it's like,
But
what are we doing?
it's not her fucking your niggas. That's her nigga too.
That's why I said when I feel like we have crossed the line of us being friends because we know each other, we're all in a thruple, fifthful. No, absolutely not. I prefer I got my niggas, you got your bitches. I don't like the intertwine. That's a polyamorous. If the government said, bitch, need to choose today, I'd be like, okay, this is the type that I want to be. I don't want to do that other one. Please. Please.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Because technically, if you're in a throuple, you have to be there for that other person as if you're in a relationship with them. I'm not eating
I'm
coochie
not
and I'm
doing
not having
I don't
sex
have
with a
the
woman,
energy.
No.
and
I'm
so then it's not a throuple.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
you just
You're
know a lot about
confused.
her. Just
That's why I'm
because you
not
know
saying anything this episode. I'm not well equipped to talk about this. I don't know nothing about this.
It's
that
what
it's
you
not a
want.
throuple.
It's what you want it to be.
This question was about what you would want it to be. Like, what would your boundaries be?
A friendship. We're friends.
So y'all friends. What do you constitute as a friend?
Yeah.
Like, y'all be going out? Like, y'all go to the movies together? Y'all go to the mall? Y'all go shopping?
Not necessarily.
Or it's just like...
We are a group. We're doing everything. Not sex. We're a group. We going on dates together. We going out together. We hanging out together.
No.
We're a group.
You can't be holding her hand and my hand. No.
It's a lie.
And then y'all in the movies and you sitting in the middle and you trying to give us both, like, you in both our faces.
Rub on both our thighs.
No.
I don't think they be doing all of that.
Plus, in the new recline seats at the movies is 2. So somebody go be out.
Yeah, that is true because it's in pairs.
So it just not work.
She said we gonna share a sheet. She going to jail. Not sitting lap to lap. Lap on lap, lap on lap. Well, that was my last question. So Morgan, if you want to get into word of the week.
Word of the week. Word of the week. Word of the week. Oh yeah. Okay. Jametra, open your eyes. Anyway, this week's word of the week is abnegate, spelled ABNEGATE. And it has 2 formal definitions, one being to deny or renounce, and the second being surrender, relinquish. Used in a sentence, if the goal is only ensuring balance, then journalists can feel their work is done when they have reported accusations flung from each side, abnegating the responsibility to examine the validity of the attacks.
Period. Well, I need CNN to abnegate the shit that Trump be talking about.
Yeah.
Because he be flying off the handles.
Abnegate 90% of what niggas got
Donald Trump.
CNN be going in on that nigga. Okay. Did you see how Andrew Cuomo, the governor of New York, was like, if I wasn't the governor of New York, I would have decked him. Refer him as in Trump.
I did.
The Cuomos are on go. Okay. Period. He said, I'm not about to play with that man.
He said,
I simply am not.
At any time, you can, within this last week, you could go on CNN at any time. Every single person is. Trump still will not acknowledge that he lost the race. We don't understand why, but he's an idiot because Trump, you lost the race. You keep telling me you wanted to recount, but you've lost the race. You've lost the race in every single state you wanted to do a recount in. There will be no change in the numbers. You have lost the race, Trump. You are an idiot. Concede. Let Biden in on the info because you're dumb. You are creating a risk to the United States.
Divisive country.
Please. Please. And then they start talking about how the other and Republicans are backing him up. Are they afraid of him? Are Republicans afraid of Trump? Lordy Jesus. like whoever owns
It's
CNN is they hate them.
it's actually quite hilarious. It's quite hilarious. I'd be joked. I'd be like, oh my gosh, this is
Literally.
comedic gold. Like, how could you? How could you not? All right, so on for the not that complicated segment. So today is your husband of 10 years confesses to you about a time he cheated 6 years ago. What
Peace
you
out.
doing?
Peace out. And I'm taking half of whatever you got, because like I'm out of here.
Cheated how?
Well, I imagine with sex.
Mm, well, I'm
Right.
gonna say he cheated like it was some sort of sexual thing happened. You don't. I won't say sex happened, but something sexual did happen.
Mm. Kumbaya, my lord.
That's a hard
Um,
one, man. That's hard.
Not that hard for me.
do we have kids?
Yes, you do.
Oh,
You have
there's
two
even more
kids.
reason why I'm saying peace out. Mm-mm. What was
You
on
guys
his
have you
heart?
guys have two kids, and you guys run a business together.
Peace out. What was on his heart even? Why did he just come tell me that 6 years later? He could have just shut up and took it to his grave. Obviously, he wanted me to leave him. Ain't that's why he told me?
Well, I got the scenario from Haunting of Hill
Completely.
House, and that wasn't the reason why.
Well, then
She
why he
told.
told her?
She
I'm
told
gonna
because she knew that when he died, that the spirits would tell him everything that he didn't, all the secrets that he didn't know.
Well, that's
This is,
stupid.
yeah, that's the reason why she told. And the ghost that she cheated on with was always around. Yeah. That's why she told.
But if he was
okay.
already dead, what was the difference gonna make?
I'm gonna be 100% honest here because do I feel like cheating in a marriage is acceptable or tolerable? Absolutely not. Um, how I feel I would handle the situation, I would definitely need him to move out. Um, and for the sake of my kids and the vows, I would try maybe therapy or something. But if I feel in my heart that it's just not going to work, then okay, I can let it go. But I don't I don't feel like marriage is something you just quit because something happened, if that makes sense. Unless
Mhm.
it's like
It
he
would
put
have
his
to
hands
be,
on you
yeah. It
or
would have to
something
be
like
like,
that.
yeah. Hmm.
But marriage is not just like
And see, for me,
a
cheating
day-to-day
is
relationship.
one of the. I agree that marriage you just don't leave because y'all in argument. But for me, cheating is one of the things where it's just like, well, let's wrap this up. That was a goodbye. That is definitely a hard no.
Yeah.
Because and I
For
especially don't
me,
like it when people they be like, oh, I'm trying to stay for the kids. Don't. Those kids be known when their parents are unhappy and it
mhm.
permeates the house.
Yeah, if I am literally unhappy and I don't think it's gonna work and I just don't see a future and I can never get back to where I was, then I'm not gonna force it. Absolutely not.
or
But
even or even if you it's not that you're not happy but you don't forgive him for cheating and your house is cool, it's not that it's nothing. So now when your kids move out, now it's just both of y'all two old motherfuckers looking at each other because you still mad that he cheated on you 26 years ago.
yeah, I think honestly it's so many circumstances that I would have to take into account that go beyond just the details that I've gotten from the scenario. Which is why I can't give a definite answer because like I said, I do feel like marriage is something I would want to make work and give the effort before I call it quits because at the end of the day, I did make those promises to God and um
But
I'll
he
be
made a
help.
promise to God too.
And that's also true. And that's what I'm saying. It's kind of just like I need the circumstances. Um but definitely it won't be one of those Kelly moments where he just back in the house the next day. Like you're moving out. Like that's happening, non-negotiable. And contingent upon any progress we may make, then we can figure that out at a later time. But you're getting your stuff and you're packing, and you will not be in the vlogs, period.
You would not. And I would say my answer is I was undecided simply because I had the same thing. I was thinking the same thing that Morgan was saying. Like, I had these vows and you're not supposed to do these. But it's like, but why am I low? It's like high key. I am pushing the narrative that it's kind of okay for you to cheat, because I was like thinking like, okay, like I said the same thing. I was like, the only reason why I would not think about it is like if you put your hands on me. But why isn't cheating also one of those if you put your hands on me? And I was like, it's kind of pushing the narrative that cheating is kind of okay depending on the circumstances. And I was like, I don't want that to be the case.
Exactly.
But also I was just like, we've been married for 10 years.
I think
it happened when we were married for 4.
Cheating is something you can kind of grow from in a sense, but being abusive is just like, you abuse me. Like, I think
they're both kind of abusive.
Yeah, that's what
they're abusive in their own ways. Abuse is, of course, it's abuse. Cheating is manipulative and all of that. And technically, in this situation, he was very manipulative because he lied for 6 years.
Yeah, and I feel like that's another issue I would have. 6 whole years.
You were lying. That was my big thing.
Like,
yeah, it's like the 6 years.
And
so I'm undecided because it's like 6
you
years.
You should have just let me die and find out when I was dead.
I agree.
It's really hard to give a real accurate answer right now because I would need to, how you met her. Was this a random person?
I don't give a fuck.
Do I know her?
I don't fucking
like if this was somebody that I knew and this was like a friend or like something like that, that's a whole different level.
I don't need to know that because married men
in the details.
Married men be leading with money when they already know they married. So I'm like, so now you take it from my household so you can take care of another bitch. So you can cheat on me. No.
Yep. It's not gonna work for me.
No.
Simply, it's not gonna work.
I already know.
Yes, I guess this week it was pretty fucking complicated.
Except
pretty fucking complicated.
Yeah. For the first time.
I'm saying it's complicated because we all didn't. Usually we have the same answer. It's complicated because we had different answers.
It's complicated.
It was really interesting. Yeah, I personally, if I was him, I wouldn't have said shit.
That's the thing. I don't get why he had to say something. You didn't have to say anything. We could have just. You could let.
I literally would not have known.
You would have been
straight. I would not have known. Just like I didn't know for these 6 years, I would not have known for another 30 plus. Like, it's
exactly. Fine. So like,
you could have kept that
wanted
shit.
Some kind of reaction out of me. So here we go.
Here you go. Play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. My divorce. So have fun. All right, so that has been another episode of Not That Complicated. Make sure you're following us on Instagram at Not That Complicated Pod, and you are subscribed to us on YouTube. All you have to do is search Not That Complicated Podcast, or, to just cut out all that, you can just follow us on Instagram, go to that link in the bio, and it directs you straight to our YouTube. You can subscribe there. Work smart, not hard, guys. All right. And if you're feeling fancy, you should leave us a rate and review on Apple Podcasts and follow the host. You can follow me at Sotasia, SEAUXTEJAH.
2 Jametra, JAMETRA.
And you can follow me on all social media platforms at Moashco, MOASHCO. You already know, coming through the door, drop it real low, about to give you Mo. Everybody hit the flow, period.
Doja.
I really am a rapper. The listeners don't know, but the people, my close friends, know what's up. I'm the Third City girl. Y'all just don't know it.
She is. Talking about.
Come back next week and see our beautiful faces.
Period.
Bye.
Bye.